mid lane. So game 3 is gonna decide whether Aurora still has a chance and whether Falcon instantly moves on from this point onwards.
All right, let's get into this very final game of this best of 3. The current score is 1-1 between our Filipino competitors. Aurora back on the blue side one more time with adjustments to the game 1 draft up against Team Falcons as we hit the land of Dawn. Let's see whether or not is it red side dominant.
We see the changes that Aurora has made is able to break apart Team Falcon's draft, especially looking a lot like game number 1. It's both of the junglers moving towards rotating towards that orange buff.
Yeah, it's going to be really important to see how much control they're actually going to have. This time around, it looks like the pathing is a little different here. Now, hold on.
UA taking a little bit too much damage.
That's
able
fine.
to knock them up, but Edward's already here. The high rotations coming in. Flicker play onto Few. Will be able to take him out. Demon Knight takes down Few for first blood. Right now, an all-out 3-on-4 brawl. Don't think Team Falcons want to take this, though.
No, they don't. They got to back up real quick here. Good punish coming in from the side of Aurora to find first blood so early on into the game. And if they're able to steal away at least one camp, that'd be pretty good too.
Flap with a knock-up. Team Falcons, they touch and they go. FlapTZ still safe for now. He popped the sprint already.
Yeah, look at this. Demon Knight changing his jungle pathing just to try and slow things down. But it looks like Falcons are adamant on getting KyleTZ back ahead into this game, right? So now, as the adjustments have happened, we can see that Team Falcons now have to give a lot more respect, especially when the wind blow is available. As they distribute their resources well across the map, they know that Falcons can't take too much damage.
This Chow on Renegade is looking a lot more mobile, and I think Aurora is able to keep up with the tempo that Team Falcons is able to bring with the Hilda. We don't see FlapTZ as living rent-free in the jungles of Aurora anymore, just because the Chow is there just to disrupt their tempo, disrupt the momentum coming in. Now the turtle is spawned up. Let's see what Aurora does.
I don't think Aurora wants to sit on it just yet. They're missing a lot of level 4s, right? UA is not level 4. I mean, there is a bit of give and take here, so they move away, sacrifice the turtle. Not that big of a deal for Aurora.
Yeah, take away the purple buff. That is a huge W for Demon Kite as he continues to rotate and path towards that bottom side of that map. He's understanding, hey, it's a speed run at this point. It doesn't matter about the turtle. It's still the first turtle anyways.
Yeah, as they change their jungle pathing one more time, it's interesting to see because last time, Aurora, Demon Knight ended up on the EXP side of the map, and that's where Hilda started to walk in for free and started the harassment, and the UAV was activated. But now that they've changed their initial jungle path, it looks like Team Falcons are more concerned about the mid lane.
Yeah, I've got a question for you, Gideon. So right now, hold on a second, FlapTZ going in deep. There might be an all-out brawl right here. It's 4-on-4. As Renegade gets caught on the wall, this crack, able to dash himself alive. The red carpet's being thrown out just to stop the ambush. But back to my question, though. This is Few on a Valentina. Who or which ultimate does he pick up? Oh, UA on the Windstorm takes him out in the process, though.
Thanks, Few, for answering the question.
But is that enough, though?
I think it's more than enough because it's very disruptive in the middle of these fights. Not to mention, I mean, if he wants to pick up the Glorious Pathway, that also works too. Both of which are very effective ults in this particular matchup. The way the Dragon is very situational, and most of the time you don't want to be that far forward in the first place. So I think that Team Falcons, again, it's really going to be about making sure that their spearhead, and that's going to be KyleTZ, is able to get effective Spear of Alphas. And UA has to be so careful with the way he approaches these fights. Yes, he can be aggressive with the flicker, but it has to get some kind of profit. If he gets no profit from it, it's going to be a losing side for Aurora.
It's a high mobility coming in from that Hitman, just giving a little bit more intelligence onto where KyleTZ is at all times on that map. But now Team Falcons setting their sights up on this next neutral objectives as they coagulate over that top side of the map. But look at where Ogwin is. He has now vision on Demon Kite as well.
See how this plays out. It's going to be the Glorious Pathway pickup for the side of Few. Let's see if this changes it. Because they all run in a straight line, that Wind Blow might do a lot of disruption.
Oh, Renegade catches one with the Dragon, knocks them into the Windstorm. There's a lot of damage onto Kyle and Ogwin, but Renegade actually picks up that turtle, stolen from underneath the noses of Aurora, out for blood, smelling 2 already. FlapTZ on the run, he will be able to get out of it as Few tries to save his teammate, but FlapTZ taking a little bit too much damage, but he will survive for now.
Great pickoff coming in for Renegade once again, making sure that it was a quick, very, very quick fight. And once they blunt that spearhead, Team Falcons lose so much of the initiation. Ogwin can, yes, CC people down to the ground, but without any support coming in from Ogwin.
Well, we're coming back to the game. Right now, there's a lot of changes. Aurora now up on top of the scoreboard, 3-2. And Economy not that far behind, 700 gold lead. But it seems as though the tempo is rising. Carpet's being laid out. They're looking for the T1 on the bottom side. Is Ogwin and Super Marco desperately trying to stop everyone's fist crack. Won't be able to hit Renegade. Out of that, the CC immunity is so key for Renegade.
Yep, it's a big deter, but Renegade didn't lose his way of the dragon. He still has it up here. I hope that they were aware of it. Ooh, nicely done. Good Shimpo, freestyling it right now for the side of Aurora. They just need to make sure they have control. But again, this is the trade of tempo, right? Because UA was making that initial move with Edward down to the bottom side for T1, they lose a little bit of control over the mid lane, and that's when Falcons need to take advantage of it, which is where we see the vision coming in from Hilda.
How fitting that both these Roamer skins are basically the same Saiyas, but hold on a second. Flapteezy by 4. Windstorm will do the trick. He goes down.
And he goes down fast. Can't do much about it here. Not a lot of reinforcements or support as Team Falcons want to find the trade on the opposite side, so Tempo still in control of Aurora. The vision, the UAV has been punished.
You might be right here. Just because of this veil, it stops Hilda in his tracks. Like, Flapteezy can't even get close to whatever he wants to do in game number 1. He's always getting shut down or knocked up. He's just stunned up. There's just so much crowd control that Team Falcons can't handle, at least for now.
Yeah, they got to dodge. Not to mention, there's a lot of spot checkers from Aurora side.
We're taking a little bit too much damage with Domankai. Takes control of that top lane T1. The Team Falcons, no contest for this turtle.
See, this is just how important UA's role is as the Veil. They need to play around him. He is the anchor of this team. Similarly to how Few was the anchor in game number 1 when he was playing the Vexana.
Oh! It's a major Expert Alpha for Kalatizi. And that Team Falcons are going for more. UA goes down. This is a win of opportunity. They need to break down this T1 mid, but there's no minions whatsoever. But good call, good read by Kyle.
Yep, Edward was able to save a lot of HP there. Despite UA ending up getting blown up, at the very least he was able to save some of the other members with the help of that Revitalize. He tried, but let's see who cracks open the first T1.
Rotations are coming through. It's a 1-4 composition. As Team Falcons looking for a way to break it down. There's a flicker by Renegade, Spur of Alpha, and a kick towards that wall. Domankai with the SLD. Here comes Demonkai as Kalatizi is unable to handle 3 members.
They forced the play on him, but they need to focus on this mid T1. They're going to find the trade on the opposite side, but the permanent damage has already been set here. Oh,
there's a stun up by Ogwin, able to dash out, but the Glorious Pathway is not enough. The Windstorm should do the trick yet again. Ogwin goes down. There's 2 members down. From the side of Team Falcons is Aurora cycling themselves up. Edward taking a little bit too much damage, but it's just pushing away, just tickling him by Flapteezy.
Yep, again, Flapteezy doesn't do too much against them at this stage of the game. Looking at the items so far, it looks like Flapteezy going to go for full tank Hilda, no Thunder Belt. In comparison to Edward, looks like he's got the Gleaming Gem on top of the Dominance Ice, but he also makes sure that he has the Armored Boots here, making sure that the majority of the damage is going to be coming through physical, not going to do much.
Lord spawning up in 10 seconds. Team Falcons in a better position to rotate and defend, zone it out away from the hands of Aurora, but Aurora has every bit in their mind to contest for this one. Renegade with a kick is down deep in enemy territory. It's 1v5, but here's the Glorious Pathway, unable to get alive. Kalatizi, but a huge knock-up. Demonkai will take down 2 as well. But now on the back line, Flapteezy taking a little bit too much damage. It's a 3-on-3 at this point. Domankai is not in the sights as of now. As Team Falcons barely able to make it out alive. No jungler, no Lord.
Yep. Man, UA's build is doing real good here. I mean, that Storm is deadly.
He's got a Genius Wand already.
That's all he has. Oh,
Lord, stolen away by Demonkai. And of course, Flapteezy falls. So Aurora takes down yet another major objective. moving themselves up on the board.
I mean, he tried. He tried. As much as he can, Kyle would have liked to
Major flicker into a fist crack, but the kick underneath the turret. There's no way that Ogren can run, punishing him for taking down UA.
Worth it, but Renegade did end up losing his flicker at the end of it, right? So yes, they do find one back. It's 2 for 1. Aurora, now with the Lord on their side, is putting a lot of pressure on Team Falcons. It's these small wins that are starting to add up for Aurora, and as long as they play around UA and make sure that they have that storm ready to go, there's a lot of easy sets that can be done for them.
Lord marching on the bottom side, but T1 seems to be the prize here for Aurora. Setting his sights up, trying to push it down as Domenkai makes quick work of that top lane T2.
They're all over the place. Team Falcons, without any priority, can't keep up with how much mobility there is. Not to mention the efficiency of the split of resources being done by Aurora's side. They still need to figure out.
Aurora's pathway, just slow everyone out, but UA with the flicker, Windstorm takes down Super Marco. That's a one shot from UA.
If you're not going to do it, I'm going to do it myself. Flickers forward and catches 3. Only one-shot Super Marco. Everybody else getting chunked low. This man is dangerous. His build is greedy. It is designed for one thing, and that is death.
Oh, no magic penetration. Lord already on the T3 down top. Renegade, the hitman, zoning everyone out of the way. Kyle TC holding on to the Spear of Alpha. They don't want to risk it. Not here, not now. As TC trying to pull Renegade away. The Glorious Pathway laid down by both teams, trying to slow the engage, slow the approach, as Aurora takes what they can and crack down and open the T3 bot.
They're making clean decisions here. Holy cow, UA's already got a holy... Oh my goodness. He's got a Divine Glaive ready to go.
Magic penetration all the ways through. Genius Wand, Divine Glaive. You got the penetration boots as well. It's crazy how much damage UA is dealing. And Gideon, it's crazy how one small change in the draft from game number 1, which seems so dominant for Team Falcons, is changing the course of battle for Aurora.
Well, I mean, it's 2 big changes, right? Having the Cho, which we were talking about off stream earlier, and I would have expected Vale to be the go-to pick this time around. However, there's a lot of benefits to it, right? As you can see, clearly they have a lot more control in that mid lane. I think that right now Falcons are probably thinking to themselves, especially Few, is like, man, this Valentina not looking too hot right now. He can't seem to close the distance on UA to steal that ult. The most he's getting right now is just the carpet. But when he does have the ult, who's really going to set up for his team? When they engage too hard, UA is able to counter-engage without having to do too much. And even so, Few could try, but I mean, Renegade, if he plays well with that Shun Po, can dodge a majority of the damage.
Ogwen in game number 1 seems so dominant with this Roam Badang, but it kind of seems like it's a Roam Badong. Whenever he goes in, it's so high committal. Now, the Lord is getting started, getting pulled over by Demon Kite. Kyle TZ is in the area where he has the sights on him. Demon Kite takes down that Lord. Lord's halfway lays down as Kyle TZ slows his ascent. Flat TZ already goes down. Next is Few. Next now is Kyle TZ. There's 3 members down for Team Falcons as Aurora's coming in. Ogwen's next to fall. Domenkai wants to go for more. Make it a 5. It's a full wipeout for Aurora, and they're wasting no time to the base, keeping their lights and live, keeping their dreams of making the playoffs and